Hey, Captain Logos here, preacher at large, teaching the word and inspiring 3 minutes at a time. Hey, this evening, I'm in 2 Kings, 4 and 1, and we're talking about the widow's oil, right? This great miracle that Elijah performed with this widow. Now, there's a few things that happened here, right? If you don't remember the story, this widow, it was this real bleak situation. Her husband had passed away. She had 2 sons, but they were going to come and take her sons because she owed a bunch of money. She couldn't pay her bills. She had no way of getting money because her husband's dead. It was bleak. Now the prophet of God comes to the house. She explains the situation. He's like, "What do you want me to do?" And then he says, "Well, what do you have in the house?" And she says, "The only thing I have in this house is one small container of oil." The prophet says, "Okay, go collect vessels. Go to the neighbors, go all around, collect vessels." So they ran out and they got a bunch of vessels, of pots and things that would hold oil, and they brought them back to the house. Now the prophet tells her, "Start pouring from the one pot that you have into the rest of the pots." And she poured, and the oil kept coming, and the oil kept coming, and she filled up pot after pot after pot after pot. Right? And she's yelling, "Give me another vessel. The oil's still flowing." The sons say, "Mom, we're out of vessels." And then the oil stopped. Can I tell you the only reason the oil stopped is because there was no place for the blessing to go? Think about that for a minute. Woo, this is good. The only reason the blessing stopped because there was no place for it to go. You see, just maybe they hadn't collected all the vessels. Just maybe they could have went and got more vessels. Maybe they didn't have that much faith. Maybe they only collected 10 vessels, and maybe there was 50 vessels. We don't know what's going on here, but we know the only reason the oil stopped because she yells, "Bring me another vessel." So she assumed there was another vessel, but there wasn't. Here's some more stuff we can take away from this. Elijah asked her what's in the house, right? The jar of oil. Do you know that most likely the miracle could be right in your house? And it was a common thing. It wasn't this great big miracle. He wasn't going to call oil from heaven. He just asked simply, "What do you have in your house?" Something common, something every day, something they would always have. Right? So the miracle took place in the midst of the common. The miracle was in the house, was in her house. Now they had to ask, because she asked the prophet, hey, they had to run out and gather in faith. You know, a lot of times, you see, they had to exert energy to get this miracle. A lot of times we're just praying and asking God to do this thing for us, and we're waiting on God, and He's waiting on you. They didn't just sit there, they went out and gathered. Now, if you need something from God and your situation looks bleak, can I tell you, the miracle is in the house. The Holy Spirit is there. Just like the prophet came to the widow, the Holy Spirit's with you all the time, and all you got to do is ask, and He will provide, and He can provide right through the common that's in your house. But you may have to work for it. We can't just have everything given to us, right? They exerted energy. So understand that yes, there was a miracle that happened, but there were things that they had to do, and the degree of the miracle was the degree of their faith and how many vessels they got and how much energy they exerted. If they'd exerted more energy and found more vessels and somehow got more vessels there would have been more blessings flowing. Think about that. Now get your face in the Bible.